Yeah, she's the mastermind. Oh good, I get to spell things again. Fuck. No.
Now I understand.
You're
You're
fucked.
talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about.
Wink.
The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
And they've all been shot.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them. Expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Shock.
Sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
So that we could kill each other.
Take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys. to
Makoto said a
survive.
bad
All the
word.
Students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
Hashtag let Makoto say fuck.
The truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
Of course she
And
did.
if we did, then what? Our final
No,
desire
not
for
everyone can say
creating this
fuck.
world of
Taka
despair
can't.
was so we could experience one last class
Chihiro
trial.
certainly can't.
If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
The truth does hurt. But not nearly as much as
Not
serrated
to
steel.
mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. Don't help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it.
That's certainly
No
accurate.
argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but But there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Yeah.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes, truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not...
I was about to say, it's Schrodinger's world.
Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
It's technically classified as a visual
Even if
novel.
it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
Well, it's not entirely
I
true.
didn't kill anyone. I
That's
simply gave
definitely
you a
not
nudge in the
true.
right direction.
And that's all it took for you to
You
start
you
killing
killed
each other.
Murkrow.
You're nothing but bloodthirsty
Oh.
animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
I'm not surprised that she actually killed a lot of people.
That's funny as shit.
Not at all surprised.
This isn't just some game to us. It's murder, plain and simple. You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close.
That's not true. We
soon.
have all the time in the world.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you?
Really, though.
Since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
Eh?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes
Well,
to
guess
punish
what?
Hope,
Spoilers!
well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of hope.
You don't get a vote, do you?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Okay.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here? She's saying she'll let us live.
But here.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen.
Thank you, Jordan.
One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And
Gee, I
get to
wonder
decide
which one of us
who's
it's
gonna
gonna
have to
be.
suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Shock.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
To be fair, so is
Let me
Kyoko.
make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
But here.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
So you don't have
It's
faith
okay.
in your friends.
You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around
I
you
fight
have
for my
realized
friends.
the futility of going against me.
Guys? It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
Of course you could.
The headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko,
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
no one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair.
Yeah,
We're
you just
not
keep
gonna
telling
lose
yourself
to
that.
you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote.
Yes, Jordan,
Everything
yes
will
she
come
is.
to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
You've walked into insanity
We won't give up.
that you're already familiar with, I'm sure.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune telling senses
No,
are
he's
telling me
wrong!
not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Which anime? There's
So even if it's hard,
at least 2 of them
even
that
if
I
we're
know of.
scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door.
Okay, all of it.
There must be something new
Good to
waiting
know.
for me. So that's why. That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Okay. The
that would be
pre-sequel.
the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Are you
The
sure?
only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get strong
She'd,
by taking adversity
Probably
by the
punch
horns.
something.
Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say.
And she would
Which is
also
why
punch something.
Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up.
Well, I've made up my
As long as there's
mind!
hope, we'll never give up.
I ain't wasting no more time.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Yeah,
The only
and
reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air. Say whatever you
yeah,
want.
she
I've
would
made
have
my
shot you
decision.
for sure.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
How?
In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been
I'm sure
living
she's
will
got
come
some
to
sort
an
of
end.
weapon on her.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't
Yes.
care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
I believe it.
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
if I die, the purifiers will. In other
Jay,
words,
should I be concerned
as
that
soon
that
as
took
I
you
die,
15 minutes?
The communal life you've all been living will come to an.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
You don't have that.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Is that not my job here?
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
I doubt that.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Love you too, good buddy.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Excuse me.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the map.
So, will you just die?
Yeah, I'm sorry I have to ruin this scene by accidentally. Okay. Okay. Okay, game.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Okay, let's not accidentally fire it again somehow.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you?